Hey guys, Jimmy H here with another finance video. This is just finance discussion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just another random guy on YouTube talking about finance. So, do your own research, do your own homework when it comes to finance and talk to a financial advisor, a certified one, of course, not me. I am just talking with you, discuss with you while I'm driving home from work. Use my new mic, by the way. Let me know how it sounds. If it sounds better than my previous video without the mic, let me know. If it sounds worse, let me know. And if it sounds the same, let me know. Right? But I will use it from now on. I think it's gonna help. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't help. So yeah, guys. So today's topic I want to talk about is credit cards and debit cards, the usage of them, and should we use them? I know credit cards, have high interest rates and whatnot. A lot of people don't want to use them. A lot of people use debit cards only. Um, and I'm here to tell you what I do and share why the reasons I use credit cards and only credit cards. I don't use debit cards at all. My wife does, but I don't. I like to use credit cards, one, so I can earn points, travel rewards, miles, and cashback. Those are the three perks that credit card users sometimes get if their credit cards offer it. And you get fraud protection. So if you lose your credit cards or someone steals your number, they use it fraudulently, you can report it to the bank and then they will stop the credit card. They'll do their investigation. But the thing is, you don't lose your money, right? If you get that happen on your debit card, that's your money out of your bank account. You might get it back, and most of the time you will, but you're gonna have to wait until they do their investigation before they issue back a refund. And that happened to me many moons ago, years ago, when I was still using debit cards. So yeah, so it's fraud protection, whatnot. So on the credit cards, and I actually did happen to me. I went to Cabo San Lucas a couple years back, um, at a hotel. They overcharged me for the mini fridge inside the hotel room where they stock with like beers, sodas, waters, candy bars, whatnot. I know better. I didn't get any of those items in there. But when I went home, got my statement, um, they said that I not use, but I bought all the items in there. I mean, there was a lot of items. There must be like 15 or 20 little, gadgets in there, like drinks, snacks, and whatnot. They use they basically say I cashed it all out. I not cashed it. I used my card to purchase it. And so I disputed. The bank took care of it, and I didn't have to hear from that. But that's kind of shady, right? That they would do that. But if that was my debit card, whatever they charge off, and it was a couple $100. Not a whole big deal, but a couple $100 is still a couple $100. And if it was from my debit card, I may or may not get it back. But since it was on a credit card, I did. They credit me back onto my balance. They gave me a new card, and I didn't have to pay for those. I mean, it was disputed, and that was it. So, so yeah, guys. So credit card, if used wisely, it'll help you, your credit scores and whatnot. I have credit cards. I do have a running balance on a couple of them, which I'm planning to pay off ASAP before the promotional rate of 0% expires by the end of this year. I still have a few months to go. But yeah, so credit cards, if used wisely, can help your credit score. One, it can help you pay off high interest credit cards on another card. Two, and it can help you get points, travel miles, and cashbacks. And the only point of that I'm trying to make is use it and pay it off at the end of each month if you can. Like I said, I do have a couple lingering ones, but they're on 0% interest. So that's why I don't mind carrying a balance over to the next month, um, because it's 0%. So I'm really just paying what I owe on it. I did a cash balance transfer from another card over when they had a 0% promotion, which was like, I forgot what it was. I think it was 21 months, 0% cash transfer. So I did that. So basically, I transfer over a card that I owe some money on, which at that time was 0%, but it was expiring, and I just still had a balance. So then I just transfer up whatever remaining balance onto this 21-month 0% interest. I paid 5%, minimum fee, which is this was better than paying 20% on interest on a balance that I have to carry over. Correct. So yeah, guys. I mean, you could ask 10 people, maybe five of them will say, no, do they ever use a credit card? And five will say, always use a credit card, right? So it's a 50-50 depending on how you use it. Like I say, I only use a credit card. I actually don't even have the physical card itself. My cards are on Apple Wallet. And I love that because nowadays, everywhere you go, even food trucks, like those food trucks, they don't need cash. They just have a credit card chip reader, and then you just tap your ID. If you have a physical card, you can do that, but I use my Apple Wallet, and I do that. And entering parks, entering, like my daughter has soccer, so I enter those tournament parking. They all have credit card readers, right? That you can use your Apple Pay with. So you don't really need to carry a physical card. So everything is on your phone. Um, yeah. So only thing I want to warn you is make sure you pay it off at the end of the balance if you do not have it on a 0%, you know, promotional rate. Because if you don't, your compounded interest will grow very fast. And before you know it, you're going to have a balance that's never ending, seemingly, and you're just going to be paying interest over interest over interest over interest, month to month to month. So if you are going to carry a balance, my advice is to make sure it's a 0% balance. So you really don't pay any interest. You pay just your principal monthly, and keep an eye on when that promotional rate expires. So that way you can either pay it off lump sum, whatever the amount will be at that time, or transfer it to another 0% credit card that you might have available to you offer-wise. Um, it might not charge you anything, but most of the credit card, if you do transfer balance, they'll charge you a minimum of 5% or $5 or something like that. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, if you if you use credit cards or you don't, let me know in the comments, and we can discuss this topic on another video if I see enough comments asking for a second video on it. But as for me, I don't use any debit cards. I don't use cash, and if places don't take credit card, then I don't go there, right? If it's cash only, then sorry, I can't patron, patronize their establishments, right? So, let me know what you guys use: credit cards, debit card, cash, and we go from there. So let me know two things: how's the mic thing? I think I just made some made some sounds by touching it, but yeah, how's the mic sound? And then credit cards or debit cards or cash? Let me know. It'll be interesting to see where you guys stand on this topic. All right, guys. Talk to you later.